Countermeasure active. Flare countermeasure active.
and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
This is depleted. Flare countermeasure active.
Fog at the minute, which is fine. So yeah.
If I am, you know, if I am not doing something that I normally would, it probably is that I'm just overly distracted and lost.
Which is fine. You're probably running multiple things at once already again. So yeah.
But to leave you in silence like that, I never would want to intentionally do that.
Don't worry about it. I just figured I'd wait in the voice chat. Maybe someone would want to join. So it
so
worked out.
It always does when you're around. Things always work out. You're like a good luck.
Okay. Almost like a, how do you call it? Like a charm? No, that's not the right one. Right word. Like a necklace that has magical capabilities. So this time I actually did make it onto your server.
Oh, wonderful. That's great, dear.
Kind of messed that up on the first go.
I'm so happy. Oh, the most important is that everything's working.
Yeah. So what I think happened was that, you know how when you like spam the button in the old on the old menu when trying to get on somebody's server, it sometimes gives you that little window when it says like server full. And when you then click on OK, by pressing OK, you also click on the server below the OK button. And that server happened to not be full, and I joined on it, and I thought I was joining on your server.
Oh,
So it's like
you
just
have to be careful with this new system.
they should have just kept it the way they had it.
I know. You know what I've noticed? I
It was
noticed
not
they
ready.
I noticed they fixed the features we really don't want them to fix, and then they'll not fix the features we really want them to.
Except
You
for the
you get
EMP,
rid
you
of all
gotta
the
give them that.
glitches. Yes, now it's running a little more stable. That you're right. I do give them some credit, but still, when it comes to the most annoying bugs, those bugs still exist. But I'm glad they got rid of that clipping.
Oh yeah, that's
That
right.
was the worst. That was one of the worst bugs.
But it's actually funny. They never said a word about it. Like it never appeared on any like bug fixes or any like patch notes. They just went all silent about it. They just fixed it and never mentioned it again.
They're embarrassed. That's why.
Maybe you're right, and they should be. Maybe I don't know. No, I think they're doing a good job. But yeah. All right, I landed on your ship. So that's if it's fine with you, I'll just keep the 325A on top there, on top of the hangar.
You want to keep it on top? Okay. I was gonna bring up the pad and then see if I can move the other ship out of the way. But if you want to leave it on top,
I mean, yeah, it's just gonna save time, and we don't need that space on top right now, anyways.
all right, dear. If you feel like doing anyway, that will deter others from trying to park on there, which is.
Yeah, we'll determine it later if we have to.
Wow, look at that. That's a beautiful ship, dear.
It goes really well with the 890. Some very colorful contrast.
I call it strawberry red.
Yes. Although I'm sure they are.
I'll have Space Chauffeur yield the controls over to you.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Ah, this feels good. It's been such a long time. Oh, wait a minute. There's something we need to do. It actually works for once. Yes, there it goes. Come on, bow, will you? Now it works. This is important. This is a ritual. Alright, now we can proceed. Oh wait, of course. Space chauffeur. Oh, you actually got the character models to work. You look just as you normally do, and so does Space Chauffeur.
Ah, I know, just like old times again.
Yeah. I've just sent Space Chauffeur a friend request. For some reason I didn't have him. There we go.
Terrific.
Yep. Gonna make things easier.
So nice to see you again, and we're back at our home again. We're back at home. We're back at home in our 890 palace.
And I got even better news. The hydrogen fuel is at 100%.
Oh, terrific.
You did a really good job flying this thing. Wow.
Well, we do what we have to when we have what we can make up. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention, we do have to wait. Cyborg will be joining us shortly.
Oh, are we gonna wait inside of the armistice zone, or are we gonna go somewhere?
Yes. Let me communicate with Cyborg and see what his plans are.
Sure.
But yes, if
I'll
you
keep
just,
I'll keep the ship stationary.
Oh, thank you. I forgot to tell you that. Sorry about.
It's all good. Didn't leave yet. Didn't go anywhere yet. So whenever I tried logging on to the game, like the last couple of days, I have always seen Cyborian play. So he must have been very active lately.
Yeah, Cyborian really loves this game, I see, and like you, he's very he really likes it. I mean, he studies the details and all that, and so he brought up an interesting point that I could actually use the reactors from the reclaimer and switch it out with the 890, like put it into the 890, which is.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, I had that same idea with the coolers of the reclaimer a while ago. I sent it to you,
Yes,
maybe you remember.
Yes, you too. Yes, I remember you mentioned that as well.
I mean,
So,
I don't want to take his credit, but I'm just saying, I checked back then what sort of things we could upgrade on the 890, because currently there aren't that many capital components in the game, and
yes,
I
and
didn't really find anything besides the coolers. But maybe the power plant can be upgraded.
It truly is amazing that, you know, I mean, it's Solara. We attract the brightest minds, and it's such a wonderful.
It's just wild. I love it.
Because I want Solaria to basically be a very, you know, my original character Solaria, the avatar that I have in my streams, she comes from a race of highly evolved beings that actually had the most advanced technologies. In that particular game, they actually could fold space and create wormholes, and they were the explorers. They also can bring people
compared to that, we're basically living in the medieval age still.
Yes, so there are Earthlings in the game. They were called Terrans, and then the Trojans were like how should I say, the giants of the game, the augurs or whatever. They were the tough people, you know, with the muscle. So they were not that smart, but they did have a lot of strength. But yes, the Jingwai were considered the Jingwai would be equivalent to like the Vulcans of Star Trek.
So the Jangwai is the race name? So like humans? So is that comparable? I think your voice just cut out. Maybe you would want to do the thing that you usually do. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, great. Yes, so they're a highly evolved species, yes, and also quite spiritual as well.
Oh, that's some very interesting lore behind that. By the way, could you ask Cyborian what ship he's coming in? Because maybe if he wants to, he can land on the hangar. I can make way. If you had to mute yourself, that's totally fine.
I'm gonna ask him where he is first, and then we can make a plan on what we're gonna do.
Yep. Because I just saw Gladius come close to us, and I think it was him, but it wasn't. So that just gave me the idea.
I always get an eerie feeling at Port Olisar because I love Port Olisar itself. But the kind of people that usually hang around here are have been very aggressive.
Yeah, it's a haunted place. You know.
Just once you leave New Babbage and the people are not very nice beyond New Babbage. You know?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the only thing we really need to be I don't know, scared of in a way is pad ramming. Or like ship ramming at this point, because we're in an armistice zone and EMP ships can't do shit anymore, which is good. So, excuse my wording there. But, so yeah, ship ramming is the only thing really. And the good thing with the 890 is that we've got like massive shields. We've got like, this thing is a tank. They would need to bring a hammerhead to like blow us up. So, it's a good thing. if they just bring a Gladius and ram us with that, they'll just blow up, and we won't even notice probably.
That is true.
So the 890 is in a pretty good state right now when it comes to being well armored and like close to indestructible.
That is if they fix the shield holes, but I suspect the shield holes are still there.
Yeah, the shield holes are still there, but then again, it would take like people who know where they are to take us out, and I would go as far as to say most of them, they just don't know where they are.
I hope that's the case. I really do.
I mean, I don't know where they are, so I mean, I might have to learn that at some point. I just wouldn't know how. Is there a reason that Space Chauffeur just left the 890 jump channel? Did he just crash or something?
No, right now he's no longer needed, so I sent him away.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
I just needed
Makes it
him to
easier for
take
you.
us to put Olisar and then get his outfits. So now that he's got his outfits,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. One less thing for you to worry about.
Yes, I don't want to deal with that. Yes.
Yeah, no need to. So
But
where's Cyborg?
I
Is he getting
really-
close? No, he isn't. He's still at hardcore. Wow. Should we like meet halfway or something?
It looks like he's already en route. He's in Quantum now. I see.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just a little excited, maybe, and for that reason, not as patient as usually. So excuse me.
It is going to be so exciting. In fact, let me talk with him, and maybe we'll have him reroute to Hurston, because the bulk of those lucrative missions are from Hurston, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, but do you really want to do those missions now? I mean, we can. We totally can. I mean, I'd love to, but we don't have to. We can just hang out.
Oh yes, that's true. I mean, if you don't mind, I would rather just enjoy the scenery and.
Of course, let's just enjoy ourselves a little. Let's just settle down and not worry about something.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, that's perfect then. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's what I like to do now as well, because I did do a lot of hardcore gaming today already. So I mean, yeah, just ease off a little won't hurt me. Roger Dodger, that is a funny guy too. I see. Alright, off to Hardcore we go then, I guess, huh?
Hardcore it is, dear.
Those are the magic words, and now we shall move this beastie. I so hope nobody is stupid enough to get in our way right now, because they would just be obliterated. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. This feels good.
Welcome back home, dear. Yes, I'm so they would be actually. I've seen the 890 basically pulverize any ship that is in its.
Yeah, they would stand no chance. And I would feel really bad for them, because there's not a thing I could have done, but it's like in India or like in some countries, like the biggest truck is just the one to drive first.
Yes. You know what I'm thinking? Maybe once we pick him up, if you can land at New Babbage, I'm gonna switch out to, and instead of landing at the port, land outside the commons. I'm gonna bring the my Queen Solara characters, so that way, just in case there's a 30K, we can still save the 890.
Yep, I like your thinking there. So we're basically picking up Cyborian from Arcor, and then we're headed for Microtech?
Yes.
Alright.
And of course, we're going to enjoy the beautiful biomes of Microtech.
Copy that.
I found a new area too. You know all those areas that Karm would take us to, and you two, and you and Karm both. So yes, we'll get to enjoy those places again. And,
Yep, you could totally do that
you can
today.
do your high-speed flying in your ship.
Oh
too.
yeah, I can show off the
Fly along the
325A a little, yeah, absolutely.
Go scenic riding in your 325.
325A. I like how you said that. It's a very interesting way of saying that.
Wow, that red really does stand out. It's like a sports car.
It is, yeah. It's kind of just a statement.
What makes me think of the space version of Magnum PI's Ferrari?
Yeah, it's the space Ferrari, pretty much. I mean, didn't they even like have it in the trailer with like a loving couple in front of it? Like, wasn't it like that?
That's one. I tell you what, their marketing is amazing. I love that
Yeah,
commercial.
it's most of the time it's really on point, and you can definitely tell that by the numbers too.
Origin is just really on a league of their own.
I mean, you can get similar performance or a better performance even from other ships, but it's just like the feel isn't that nice.
Well, the aesthetics too. Like this ship, actually, they go for looks as well. You know, looks is
Yeah, and
really,
I
really
mean,
important with Origin.
it's actually a very solid ship. Like from what I've gathered from reading like community posts and talking to Karm and
And one of
everything.
the
I mean, yeah.
It's one of the. It's basically the fastest, fastest combat ship. So if you're gonna outfit any other ship with that amount of missiles and guns, that those ships will never be as fast as that ship. That's the fastest ship that has the most powerful armament.
Yep.
There are faster ships, but their weaponry will never equal that of the 325A. So you basically have the fastest combat ship with the largest hit points.
Yeah.
I mean, the largest damage.
It sits in some sort of weird gap between other ships, you know.
Yes, you can literally do circles around maybe like a Gladius, for example, or.
I mean, if you're good enough, that is. And I mean, I'm certainly not good enough yet.
Well, you still have your I mean, and your ship also comes with all its amenities. I mean, my goodness, you have a bathroom, you have a sink and a bed. And
yeah, I even did not how do you say this? I mean, I just went ahead and threw the extra $10 at it, and I also have a coffee machine and the radio and all these things.
Oh, it's worth it to have those amenities. It makes it feel more cozy.
Yeah, and I mean, I could definitely see them giving them a use in future, so that's more the reason for me why I got them.
Especially with regards to the buffs, you know, for food.
Yeah.
And hopefully we can, I don't know, maybe we can store the food items in our refrigerator or whatever, perhaps. But looking at the stats, it's quite impressive. I mean, that ship has just really amazing DPS for its you're right, it has that, it does fall in a very special performance, you know, bracket of all of its own, you know.
Yep.
any faster ship will be less powerful combat-wise. Any ship slower will maybe, or any ship that has more combat power will probably be slower. so,
And I mean,
so
yeah,
it's
the one reason that just sold it for me is like the fact that it's such a good fit for the 890 hanger, and that it goes with it so well because it's both from they're both from Origin. And it's just like, I don't know, it's just
it is a
ideal.
perfect fit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, other than that, for me, I would well actually see Phoebe's into the whole piracy thing, and he mentioned about the Drake Herald. The Drake Herald is not that strong combat wise, but the thing is it's a good runner because it can run very fast from basically all the bounty hunters and stuff. But for me, the only reason I wanted the Drake was because of the speed to do those box missions, because you can go in and out of atmosphere so fast, but the 325, actually the 350R Karm ship is basically right next to that. So actually Karm ship is the second fastest ship in the whole verse, right next to the what's it, right next to the Drake Herald.
Yeah.
But yet Karm ship is a lot weaker as far as amenities and combat wise. So your ship is at perfect balance. Any ship that tries to equal that of your ship will lack with something else. That's the interesting.
I mean, you're right about everything, but I think at the end it comes down to pilot skill, and as long as I'm not quite up there, it won't matter that my ship's better.
At least you have the technology to help you, until you can. I mean, first of all, you're a wonderful pilot, dear, but I wouldn't know about that part. But the thing is, I know you're a wonderful pilot.
I'm a good pilot for getting us places, but I'm not good in combat. Like I'm decent, but I'm not
Well, you
not
definitely
competitive.
you definitely have upgraded to the right equipment. It sounds like.
Not yet, but it's being shipped next week or something.
You have the best ship for whatever you need to do, and what's great about it is it's not only just for combat. You can use the ship for other things as well. It's just a perfect all-around ship, I think. It's good looking, which is the most important part.
I'm really happy with it. Yeah, I actually didn't think I would enjoy it that much, but it was a good purchase.
It really is a beautiful ship. I think, what I wish they would do is make it at least into a 2-seater. That would be nice. then at least, you can bring someone else along with you. That'd be.
I mean, there's the toilets.
Well, because we're already going to have the 100i. That they should make that single seat, but the 300i should at least have maybe 3 seats.
That's a pretty good point. That's a pretty good point.
Otherwise, I don't see what the point of having 100i, because it pretty much is the same thing.
Or maybe just give you the ability to have the bed act like a sofa.
Yes, they really need to repurpose some ships. Like for example, the Mantis. I can see the Mantis as being a great tour ship, like a runabout tour ship. So instead of maybe take out the interdiction and switch and put a acrylic or crystal sphere in the center, and inside that sphere is a circular sofa that people can lounge on, and basically have a clear 360 view. Make it like an observation lounge.
Touring ships really get your creativity going, don't they?
All my ships would be centered around luxury and tours. Like if I had a choice, I would turn the commons area into a spaceship. All those biodomes into a flying space.
The commons area, it's pretty well designed.
Beautiful place.
I give it that. I'm gonna give it that. So I just found out that Cyborian isn't actually waiting for us at Bikini Point. He's somewhere around our corp. I'm just gonna jump directly to him. Maybe you can give him a
Okay.
little heads up in chat.
Sure. Let me.
I'm spooled, I could be jumping anytime. Simon says.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
Very good negotiating there. Has he told us which ship he's in? Did I just miss it, or hasn't he said anything yet? Oh, he's having trouble with the map. I wonder if he knows all the controls on the map. Because if you know them, I rarely ever have trouble with the map. So let's see what ship he's in. It seems to be a 300i. Oh, that's interesting.
Engines inactive. Engines.
Well, we could certainly try to fit two of the Origin 300 series on the pad somehow. I think that would work. And maybe you need to do your voice thingy again. I think it's bugged. Or if you're just not saying anything, that's okay.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to see what. Oh my goodness, his ship looks like you.
Does it? Is it red?
It's a red color too.
It's also red. There's
Oh
no
my
way.
God. What the heck? I mean, what a coincidence. Wow, you and him are truly on the same wavelength.
I certainly did not expect that. Make sure you're in party chat. Yeah, there you go.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove the Drake Herald, and in that way,
Yeah, just
why
leave it.
don't
Let me try to. Let me just try to. Maybe we can fit both on top.
Oh,
I should think that would be possible.
Engines
okay.
inactive.
Well, that'd be good to try.
Yeah. Could you just tell Saborian to keep a watch out for enemy ships, because I'm leaving the pilot seat now. I cannot do that anymore.
Alright.
So just that'd be nice. Because this is not an armistice zone. We're kind of vulnerable. I mean, we aren't because we're in the biggest ship in the game, but still. Just don't want to risk anything, you know. Oh my, the EVA is very wonky in 3.9. You really got to be careful when exiting those airlocks.
Oh, Antonio, did you set your spawn point, by the way?
I did not yet, but I need to. Yeah, good point.
Well, just try to be be careful, and I'll wish you luck as well, because it takes a little of luck.
It does, yeah, it does. I just fell, but I'm good. I'm good.
EVA is very wonky.
It is. It's can only be described as wonky. I wonder if at any point we get that 0G push and pull, where we can like push along the hull, like pull ourselves like along the hull, like real space. How do you call them? My God, like real. What do you call the people going in space? astronauts, like real astronauts. My God, that took long enough.
Ah, real astronauts. That is something to. That is quite amazing, wasn't it? To
So I mean, we can fit a caterpillar on this. There must be a way we can fit 300 eyes on this. You cannot. Yeah, must be.
That's a good point, dear.
Yeah. As long as all 3 of your landing gears touch
I think it's removed.
elevator doors, don't worry, you'll stick. So find a way to fit it on there. Good luck. I think he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be just fine. This will make for some very like nice combination, like the 890 and 2 red 300 series ships. Alright, just offering. Let's see how it goes. He's doing pretty good. He's doing really good. Also seems to fit pretty easily. might even be able to fit it inside. No idea though. Could be. Ah, there's nothing more annoying than party chat to me. Like, party chat, it always keeps switching back to global chat. It's just...
No, it's the.
Let me try something, actually. I just had an idea. Isn't it possible to, like, stop sending certain chats to Visor? Maybe if I stop sending the global chat to Visor, then it doesn't do that anymore?
But then you would have to, if you ever have to use global chat again, that would be
Yeah, I would have to use the Mobi-Glass, yeah.
It's just better to. Well, I don't know this. I don't know what to suggest with this game. Sometimes, sometimes
it's not optimal.
definitely not optimal.
Well, I think we did a
It's
pretty
really
nice
been-
job.
Oh, look at that! Isn't that wonderful?
Let me just check all of his landing gears again. Yeah, they're on the pad. It should be just fine. I think we could even get 3 on there, if I'm honest.
It's amazing how identical they look, and yet your ship is so much more powerful.
Yeah. I mean, the missile payload is just superior.
And it's not that I don't mean to put down Cyborian ship, but it's just a model. You know, the trim level 325A is such an upgrade from the 300i. But a 300i has a very nice interior. That's one thing I do like about the 300i. If only they left that option for the 325.
Honestly, I'm a fan of the entire series.
You like it all, don't you?
Yeah, I really do like the 300 ships. Yeah, the 300 series of ships. Left airlock is open for you. See. All right. See how he manages. Be careful on the entry. I don't necessarily want to jinx it, but my English is kind of on point today.
Your English is fabulous.
I was kind of smiling a little bit when you mentioned that Camural guy, and when you mentioned how German he sounded.
Oh yes, and Germany, such an interesting place.
I'm I'm not a nice guy. I'm standing in front of the airlock and waiting for him to board, and I'm having a laugh because he's turning in circles. Because he's struggling with the EVA so much.
Unfortunately, they don't have a entering EVA animation for the 890, which is just so bizarre.
Is there a E somewhere in stumbling? Well, never mind then. Jeez, doesn't matter anyways. Alrighty. Oh my, this is epic. Alright.
So nice to fly with all of you again.
That was a big success right there. I'm gonna try to hurry up setting my spawn point because I don't like us being a sitting duck with nobody monitoring the space around us, so I'll just try to make it as quick as possible. Could you please ask Cyborium whether he knows how to set his spawn point? Or do you actually happen to know if he knows? Oh, you're explaining it right now. That's nice. Should I, like, show him where it is? Maybe?
Well, actually, we won't be able to show him.
Alright,
The med bay. Oh yes, if you can show him the med bay, that'd be great. But I think the only way is to explain it verbally to him.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing it by the standing. You know what I found? I found that standing is harder to explain than laying down. Laying down is more straightforward for the others, but for me, I find standing is faster, but more difficult to explain to someone else.
He seems to have just done it. I don't know. He ran out of the medbay again. Seems like he's done, but I don't know if he is. You might want to ask him. But I'm heading back to the bridge. I'm not spending any more time down here. I just did it. Perfect.
Fabulous.
Sweet. There's actually a very nice German word to like say nice or like well done. I just actually don't know what it means in English. Might be something like excellent. I don't know. Let me look it up. Maybe it's fabulous actually. Might be fabulous. Superb, like brilliant. Yeah. Yeah, it's like that. Splendid. I think it's splendid. Yeah, that's the one.
Splendid. Yes, I use that word as well. I love that word.
In German, it's very much a longer word. Which always gets me confused. So...
Now, yes, take us away to a beautiful place.
Taking us away to Arc, not Arc Corp, of course. We're already there.
Oh, well, that's what I forgot. Yes,
Tech.
we can go to Queen Solara. I forgot about that. Yes, so if we can go to New Babbage and line up.
Yep.
I cannot believe what an amazing job you both did with the. That is terrific.
It's almost going too well to be true right now.
I hope it stays that way.
Yeah, me too.
You know that the time we tried to watch the UE Navy fleet and we had that pirate on board. We never can predict how things are gonna go.
I did hear you just fine, by the way.
Hello?
Yeah, I did hear you just fine before.
Oh, right. Somehow your voice went silent, so I didn't hear what you were saying.
So you're still. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, maybe I just didn't say a lot.
No, it's just I think it's something. There's an issue with the disc,
There's always issues with Discord.
or just maybe the Discord on my phone.
Oh yeah. So is there actually like? Let's just talk about that briefly, and if it annoys you, then tell me. But is there a particular reason that you're not getting a headset for your computer?
That's a really good question, dear.
Alright, I don't need an answer. If it's just your, let me
For the last
say,
2
laziness,
years.
sometimes that's okay, or forgettable. It's okay, don't worry about it.
I wish it was a simple.
I mean, I would just, honestly, if I were you, I would just tell my son to get one.
I don't want my family to know that I'm a gamer or that I'm into PC gaming.
Oh.
And I don't want them to really know what I do online with the game and streaming is completely very private and very secretive.
Oh.
Into the real world.
Okay. Well, that's your decision, obviously. I respect that. But your son must probably know, because what else would you do with such a computer? I mean, that is one beast of a machine.
Yes, it doesn't it definitely is quite amazing that these two systems one actually has this kind of RAM that has a mirror-like finish, so it's golden with gold. It looks like real gold, the RAM, and then it's got these lights that light up and change into rainbow colors.
It's probably brass, right?
I guess it's brass or copper, but it has a mirror-like finish. I can actually see my reflection in it, and each of the RAM sticks are so shiny, like metallic and chrome finish, and then
it's a clean machine.
It has these glittery lights that light up and change colors, so like change all the colors of the rainbow.
Wow.
And then the cooler
you went all out.
has this infinity mirror. It looks like you can just reach in, and it's got also colored lights that kind of revolve and change colors in a circle. It's just the most wireless looking machine I've never.
Is it liquid cooled or is it?
It's I've seen my son. It has radiators and liquid. And
wow! So it's the best of the best.
And the card looks like it has like an eagle eye on it or something, and even the card lights up. My goodness, everything lights up. The motherboard lights up. The card lights up. and they all change colors.
I would just be worried from the lights creating extra heat. That would literally be me. I would not want any extra heat in my system from what I've been through. Kind of became a little paranoia. How do you say that? Whatever.
I'm in an air-conditioned office, and whenever I get near the computers, I literally feel heat radiating from them. It's crazy. The corner where the computers are it's almost like a heater in itself.
You once said to me that you were playing on an old pool table. Is that still the case?
Yes, that it's actually a octagon-shaped pool table,
Wow,
a bunker pool table.
I didn't even know they had these things in real life. I always thought it was like a thing they made up in Star Citizen.
No, they actually do have such a thing. This is a billiard. It's called bumper pool table, and we used to play on it. You know, we played Pinochle card games on the table and use it for other things. Basically, the room that I'm in was originally the gaming room. Back when my husband was alive, there's actually a wet bar. There's the billiard pool table. There's a few other things here, just for fun activities. But I still have the pool cues as well, because we used to invite friends over and you know, we let play cards and other things, you know. So this room is more like it's the game room, the den, or whatever they call it.
And
so
now
I've
it's
used
your conduit to the verse. Well, I think everybody would just be envious of having the setup that you have. It's just amazing. I'm really happy for you. That's nice.
Oh, you're so sweet, dear, and I wish that everyone can have this. You know, I really don't like the way only the elites always have access to everything. But it'd be nice if, you know, everyone had access to the verse like I do. That's one of my dreams, is that everyone will have access to everything,
I mean,
and
that's
everything
just.
will be
I mean,
abundant.
I'm thinking if this game becomes a thing, and if it makes it to beta and into like becoming something that is actually a game and not just a bug festival, I think at that point we'll see performance increases and it'll run on many systems, maybe even on consoles. So I think it's gonna be open up to like a more broader, like how do you call it, audience. So it's definitely gonna get closer to that dream, I guess. Because I mean, my computer really isn't that great. It's not a bad machine. I mean, it was pretty expensive too, but it's not like state of the art or anything. It's like
I'm
the
just
graphics
amazed
card
that
is
you're able
is it
to.
uh-huh.
I'm just amazed you're able to. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just
Don't
wanted
worry.
to say so much that I'm just impressed that you're able to enjoy the game as much as I do at the same
I mean,
frame rate, and
I'm
you only
impressed
have a
even
laptop,
more.
you only have a notebook. I mean, which means that you can actually go anywhere you want and game. That really is impressive.
Karm is a magician in these things. Let me just tell you that. He knew
Oh,
exactly what we
really
had to
did.
do, and he asked the right questions, and we went on for like 3 days, and after we were done, it was just, I don't know, it was magic. It was healed. It was fixed.
Karm really is something else, and the thing with I remembered how you were before all this, and you seemed quite distraught, quite almost depressed at one point.
I mean,
And
I did struggle a lot. Yeah, I just couldn't play. You know, it was just frame drops and
and
lag.
I know, like myself, this game is very important to you. The ability to be able to be part of the verse and immerse yourself is very important to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't have, sacrificed and spent what you have to invest in the ships and things.
Yeah,
And to not
in
have
addition to
access,
that, I
oh
sure.
my goodness, just the thought of not having access is a terrible thing, an awful thing.
I mean, oh my god, there's just so much to say about this. Well, one of the biggest parts that sort of made my mood go down a little, or like quite a good portion of my mood suffered, just because I wasn't able to enjoy the time with the group of friends that I always hang out with, which is you. So it was just not enjoyable anymore. I mean, I did have fun with you, but in the game, I couldn't be a good pilot because I just crashed. I don't know if you remember the time when we were on Microtech with the 600i, and I just ran that thing into the ground because I had such incredible lags. And that's just a thing of the past now, and that just makes me really happy.
Oh, I know that. I'm so glad all that's over with, dear. How exciting,
And in addition to that, I didn't even pay a lot. I mean, the thermal paste that I bought was like $10. So that's all I paid.
$10, and yet now you actually have a computer that may be even better than before,
It is definitely better than before. Like, I get constant like 30 to 40 frames, and when I'm like in outer space, I get like 70, and at Lorville I get like 30. So it's perfect. It's perfectly fine. There are no frame drops. It's perfectly buttery smooth. So what else do I want, honestly?
Oh, that's wonderful, dear.
So let me get back to the game now. It can't be that hard to get us to New Babbage. It's a matter of actually spooling up. Oh. It's right at the horizon line. Alright, here we go. Enjoy the planetary swing by.
Oh, wonderful.
If that is what it's actually called, I don't know.
How exciting.
There we go. These two rad 300i ships really make for a very picturesque view. I like it a lot.
I'm just so glad we can leave ships on the deck like that and fly around and plumb. That really makes all the world good.
Yeah, and we mustn't forget there is still your Herald in the hangar.
I know, we still have the... you know what, I hope they never fix this bug. This is one of those bugs where... I don't even know it's a bug, but I just hope they don't...
it's a bug, honestly. I think they fixed it, and that is how it's supposed to be. Honestly.
And I hope they also put a physics grid on all the lifts. That would really help as well. I don't know why they don't.
Yeah, I mean, on some of them they have it, like on the 600i, right?
Yes, the 600i, the small lift has it, and
Yeah,
it would
but
just make it.
the big
It would
one.
make so much more. It would make so much more sense because then the vehicles won't be clipping and.
Well, I actually have something to tell you about that, because they recently commented on that in some, I think it was just live. It was like John Crew or Todd Peppy or somebody, and they actually said that it's quite a problem for them to do that, and they're now focusing first and foremost on docking, and it kind of ties in with that, and it's a matter of having multiple physics grids on one ship, which they currently cannot support, but they're working on it. So it's supposed to come, I guess.
It's funny how they say that, yet the 600i does exactly what they say they're having trouble with.
Yeah, I don't know if it does exactly that. I think it's just like a different thing. It's not I don't know what it is, you know. Maybe it's not a physics grid. Maybe it's just like, I don't know. It just feels.
Sometimes I think they
feels
just
off.
make it exactly. You know, sometimes I just think they make excuses. That's what it is. They don't want
You're
to.
you're probably right. You're probably right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, just looking at the fact that we had in the 3.9 PDU, we had all those colored chips, and they were like,
And
no, it's so difficult for us to color the chips, but it literally happened on accident. So I mean, yeah.
and then the thing is they you know they give us, what is the expression, BS? That's the expression. Yeah. So the thing is, guess what else has a physics grid on its lift? The reclaimer. The reclaimer has a physics grid. So I don't know why they make it come up with that
You're
excuse.
right.
That already
You're
shows proof that they can do it. You know.
Well, what I'd be curious to do would be to like bring that to their attention when they're talking about that again, and like say, what about the reclaimer? What about the 600i? Why do they have that already? Why is it in the game apparently, and you're saying it's not? I would like them to ask that.
Todd Happy is notorious. He's notorious for shooting down one's enthusiasm about something. Like there was this one video with Dan Truffen. You know who the German guy Dan Truffen is?
Yeah, I seen it in a video, but yeah.
He's the big heavy person with the beard and the long hair.
Oh yeah.
And he's the one in charge of creating the mining mechanics.
He actually speaks English very well as well, I think.
Yeah, he does, but you can tell he gets a German accent. So anyway, he was so excited about talking about mining harvestables, like mining, you know, or like not mining but just harvesting plants and stuff. And I remember Top Happy was sitting next to him, or not sitting next to him, but in a stream next to him, and then sort of, oh no, he was sitting next to him, I think, and it was Calling All Devs series, or an episode in Calling All Devs, and he actually sort of silenced Dan Truffen in front of everyone, or tried to restrain him from getting too excited because he didn't want to reveal that part to the community.
Do you think that is actually what happened? Because like I would have thought, because I think I saw that too, and what I thought is like maybe they just didn't want to risk making any more promises yet.
That's where the difference between someone that's young and enthusiastic and an older Obi-Wan Kenobi style person would be like, oh, hold on you to your horses, you know, like don't get too excited. We don't want to make too many promises, you know. So he's the Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Dan Truffen is the Anakin Skywalker.
So I love our conversation right now, but I gotta get some things out. So I'm heading to the 325A right now, and I'm taking it over to the spaceport so that I can pick you up.
Oh, actually,
And by you I mean Queen Solara.
Oh no, actually, if you could do me a favor, dear.
Sure.
Do you know where the Commons is? The ramp that goes out of the Commons?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to park next to
take
there?
us there? Yes, go ahead and take us there, and then I'm just gonna have Queen Solara go there, exit from there.
Do you want me to pick you up with the small ship or with the 890?
I mean, you can do it with the. I mean, whatever is easier for you. If you want to fly the 890 or the small ship, whatever is easier.
The small ship is gonna be quicker. The 890, it's not gonna be a problem. I can do it. Yeah, I'll just do that. Let's show off the 890 a little. Might as well do that.
You are the captain, so I trust your judgment.
I'm the pilot. You are the captain. Let's make that clear.
Oh, I'm the guest, the VIP guest.
I mean, you could say that I'm the captain, but you're like one level above that. You're the owner. You're the one who gets to make the final decisions.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I always report back to you, basically. Which is gonna be extremely fun when we one day get multi-crew and like I get to Like,
Oh, I tell you, I look
oh
forward to that
my.
day. I can't wait when they implement employee contracts. Like that would be so wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Imagine you go into the game as a newbie, and you go and you look up for jobs, and those jobs are actually posted by real players that actually pay out real salaries.
Oh my God. This
And a
it's
lot
gonna
of newbie people will need to make money, and that's one way, especially
it's
if
gonna it's just gonna be unheard of. It's amazing if they do end up like making it to that point. All right, let's have us some low flying. And it's still buttery smooth. Like I'm getting 30 FPS. It's could be better. That was a close call on that little lamp post there. I just realized that. Oh, you can see the little capsules zipping by. They're actually tiny compared to the ship. It makes it so much easier to control the 890 if you don't have any lag. It's just so good.
I can see the 890s moving very smooth, much smoother now. So
I'm trying my best.
There we go. Perfect. Wonderful.
Let me see if we got clearance on the legs. And yes, we do. And we have a landing. Engines are off.
Terrific. All right, so I'll be right back. I'm going to be logging off at Solara, and I'm logging in back to Queen.
You're logging off with Solara. Why are you doing that? Oh
Well,
yeah,
because,
I get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that way I can always retrieve the ship in the event of a 30.
Yeah. So are you gonna put the stream on the other character then?
Yes, the other character will be, the stream will actually be streaming the other characters.
I see you plan this out.
Yes, I always try to do things in a way that, well, we always have to. In this game, we have to basically plan most of the time to work around, all these bugs.
Yeah, you've gotten pretty good at that, and I'm just always here trying to double check.
We make a perfect team, don't we?
Cyborian does have pretty nice armor, I must say that. It's a bit more colorful than what we chose to go with, but it's definitely nice.
I like how he wears his little cap on the front.
Yeah.
I do notice a trend that's so interesting today. In the past, people wore athletic wear to athletic sporting events, or if they're doing athletic. But nowadays, I see that people are wearing athletic wear in the regular, everyday civilian world, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's like jogging like pants and like.
It's almost like everyone's getting more and more casual as time goes on, and
Yeah,
we're trying to do more with less. There was a time when you actually had even an outfit just for beach. You would actually wear a full outfit that would cover your whole body just for the beach. And now
actually,
you'll see people wear. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
No, sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, go right ahead, dear.
I was just gonna say that. We always got so much to talk about.
Yes, we do, don't we?
Well, I was just gonna say that in Germany we have that too, like with people in my age actually, and like maybe even younger, wear that a lot, like from like let's say 15 all the way to 27, maybe in that range. But it's not. However, lots of people, I mean, obviously do it. It's just not,
That is, I noticed that, well, Germany is pretty much up there with fashion. They've always been up to trend with the latest things.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we're in Germany. We're all about like, I think, yeah, we're all about shirts and how do you call it, sweaters and all that. Just, you know, nice shoes and also a lot of like hiking wear, so rain jackets and everything. There's a huge market for that.
Oh, I imagine, I bet so. I can imagine that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm in the process of logging in Queen Solara, and then I'm gonna have her catch a tram and come to the commons area
Do you know what I'll
and
do?
rendezvous with her.
I'll head over to the. Oh no. Well, I should be staying on the ship, right? Or at least one of us.
At least one person should stay on the ship so it doesn't whoever would like.
Because then I could already get over there and prepare a little vehicle or like a ship for you, so you don't have to walk here. Who wants to freeze in this?
By the way,
Ice.
could you please accept my party invite?
I just did that. Oh. Where's the? Oh, I don't think the new party has a party chat. I think. Oh no, it does. Never mind. I just didn't have access to it for some reason. All right, Cyborian, if you hear me, which apparently you do because you're listening to the stream, which is nice. Or are you actually in our Discord?
Not
You
yet.
you
I
aren't.
don't see.
Well, since you can hear me, I'll be headed out to pick up Solara, and if you could, please just stay in the ship for now, or you can also go and pick up Solara with your ship, and I can wait on the ship. Just let me know what you think. If you want to go pick her up, that's totally fine with me. Just go do it then. Let me know what you think. But, by the way, the 890 is limited, so which is not as convenient, but it's not bad.
Oh, wonderful! Looks like I'm loading into the server.
Nice. Once Cyborian gave me a message in chat, we'll have a little pickup delegation on our way to you. He's running around me. I wonder what he's thinking. I mean, I just go do it, but as long as he hasn't confirmed anything.
Queen Solara. I haven't had this. I haven't used this account for a while.
Do you actually have all the outfits and everything on you still, or?
No, if they reset it, so I have to. Oh, look, it's still in my inventory.
Well, I mean, that's not too bad, is it?
That's perfect. You don't have to go shopping.
Alright, I don't know why Cyborian doesn't respond or anything. I'll just do it myself then. Problem is that I have to unlock the ship for now. I don't know if that is too good of an idea, but I'll just gonna have to take the leap of faith. I can hear you again.
Oh, wonderful. Huh, Edmonds.
I don't know if you cut out
Right.
though. I mean, you seem to be fine.
No, I was hearing your voice and then it went silent.
Oh, well. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't only like keep you from talking, it also cuts out all the.
Both sides, and which is
Uh-huh.
frustrating, but I don't know. Every time I have to reset it, and I gotta.
Maybe we have to like maybe you need to ask Karm for like giving you some advice on buying a good headset and setting it up. I mean, that would surely be easy for him.
Oh, I figured a way on. The notifications are still coming in.
What notifications?
Really? We'll have to see that.
Careful, doors are now closing.
As long as they don't store me or anything, which is a possibility, but for now I'm fine.
Well, I've got the stream running, so we'll definitely catch it on the stream.
Nice. That's nice. Oh wow, it's already 2 a.m. in the morning for me.
Oh no, I don't mean to. Oh, I don't mean to make you stay up too late, dear.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm doing amazing.
Well, if you are too tired, we can always do it again, dear. There's always a.
Sure, I'll not. I won't strain myself.
All right, sweetie. As long as you're gonna be okay.
Yeah, I don't have to be early. I don't have to get up early or anything tomorrow, so I can just take my time and enjoy the game for now.
For me, I get so tired right around maybe the 11 o'clock mark. And that's when all my dear friends usually come in.
Oh well.
I wish my time zone was more, coincides more with Europe, but Europe is on the opposite end.
Yeah, I mean we're just scattered around the planet. What can you do?
What can
All of
you
us.
do?
We're just gonna have to. I don't know. I think we're making it work pretty decently actually. Alright. So I'm not getting stored, I think. I won't get it. I won't be getting stored.
One moment, be right.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh my.
Solara, would you mind if
something-
I grab a bottle of water real quick in game?
Sure, go ahead. Also, if you set a spawn point, you can just respawn and replenish every. But
That's a good point. That's a
I
very good point. I might just do that. Never mind then.
ooh, in fact, in a way, you could probably beat me to the 890 because you can just respawn me. I have to walk in there and set my spawn point.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm gonna fly you over there. Let's just not do the
Oh,
respawn thing just yet.
that's really nice of you.
I mean, them.
But I do have to say, unfortunately, something has come up. I do have to get going, but I
That's,
will go on the
that's
ship.
fine.
I'll go on the ship and leave the character logged in so the ship won't despawn.
Yeah,
And you and
I mean,
Tiberian
I can
can
also
use
just
it.
get. I can also just get my sleep then. I mean,
Oh
let's just.
wow! Look at this! Wow, this is amazing! Wow, talk about concierge service.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
what it is.
you
Private
truly
chauffeur.
You are truly my personally appointed chauffeur.
But I just closed the door on you. There it
Look at
goes.
your fancy laser cannon. It's all glowing and everything.
Yep.
It actually moves around. It's on gimbals.
Yeah, I can turn it at will.
Oh, how nice. Oh, thank you, dear, for the VIP treat.
No problem at all.
You even got the inside to match the outside color scheme.
Yes, I did. I mean, I might as well do it right.
That's for sure.
I'm wondering. No, that's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna leave it here. Let me see how I can do this. Yeah, this looks good. Looks like a solid landing. Engines off and can exit the ship, I guess. Yep, there we go. Close door. I just lost my in-game sound, by the way. I might have lost all sound, actually. Can't even hear you on Discord anymore.
Oh, that's odd. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So it's just my in-game sound then.
Oh, my.
Well, never mind. I'll try to mess with it in settings a little, maybe it returns. No, it doesn't. Well, one more reason to just call it a day, I guess.
Well, what I could do is I could just leave the character login then, and then everyone can use the bed to log out, and that way, if I'm online and you guys log in, you can log back into the 8.9.
Well, if you want to do that, we can totally do that. But we could also just fly the 890 over to the spaceport and have it stored.
Oh, that's another nice way to.
I think I'd actually prefer that way.
That's probably a lot safer.
Yeah, in those times with the bad logout being so buggy, that'd be the best thing to do.
So true.
So I'll just get us off the ground and then over there, I guess. Alright, checking on engines.
In that case, what I'll do is I'll just go in bed and log then. Let's clean.
Yeah, good point.
And you all have a restful night's sleep. I wish you sweet dreams till the sun is from you. And let me say goodbye.
I hope your urgent whatever it is that came up goes well. And we'll see each other like soonish, I guess.
See you all again.
It was nice to play with you and to get to fly the 890 again and enjoy some views. It was good. It was good fun.
Has Cyborg respawned?
Has he done what?
Ooh, there's Cyborg. Cyborg is responding in the live stream chat. I should have checked that. Let me try to talk with him and see what his plans are. He might still want to use the 890.
Oh, of course, yeah. I didn't think of that either. Good point.
I just now thought of it. My goodness, I really gotta be more sharp, I tell you.
Yeah, either that or maybe we could just say that it's better to just talk in game if that's possible. I mean, he's in game. It's not like he couldn't have used the in-game chat. Don't mean to be rude or anything, but it's just like don't have to make it more complicated than it has to be, right? That's just me though. It's just my point of view. I just requested a hangar and let me know if you want me to land or not. This game isn't half as nice without sounds. It really adds a lot. Okay, we're positioned above the hangar, and I'll land it on your command, I guess I could say. It's not the right word I wanted to use, but it works. Just let me know.
So it looks like he's responded. Let's see. If you guys want to go, that's fine. I'll call it a day too. Oh, okay. So he may call it a day as well. All right then. Well, let me encourage him to log out of the bed as well. Then, if he's gonna leave as well, so that way, just in case, he'll spawn back into the 890.
Honestly, Solara, I'd strongly advise against that because the bad logger is just so buggy at the moment. It just gives everybody a headache.
I see.
Maybe it's just better if
yes,
he just logs out normally, and he'll be at new babbage and.
Oh, I see. Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me. Then.
Sorry.
Oh yes, Siberian could go ahead and land. All right. So I guess Siberian will be signing off then with all of us.
All right, that's good.
All right.
So
then,
I don't have to
I
worry
enjoyed
about
this,
leaving anybody then.
I enjoyed this little time I had with the both of you. Sorry I had to end short.
I sure did too. No problem. I understand that you have places to be and responsibilities to fulfill. I'll see you too, and hopefully others as well, really soon. And we have a landing and the engines are off. However, fuel is not looking too hot. But I can just I'm just gonna refuel it. I mean, it's not that expensive. Just some hydrogen fuel. Let me see what it costs. Oh, it actually is expensive. Ooh. All right. Never mind that. Yep, it was nice having you, Siberian. We actually didn't get to interact that much, but it was definitely good to have you on board. We did do a very nice landing. 300 ships. And I guess here we go. That's it for the day.